We're just about to get started tonight, John. Are you excited?
I am. I
I am
am.
excited
I'm
as
very
well.
excited.
Yeah,
Very excited. I can't wait to see how this goes.
I am very proud of these young artists. I'm so excited. So, all right, I believe that we are live. So let's get going. Hey, good evening, everyone. I am Drew Ogle, the executive director of Nashville Repertory Theater. I have my good friend, Mr. John Royal, with me that I'm going to introduce to you here in a minute. So I am thrilled to welcome everyone to tonight's event. This year, we have launched our brand new Young Voices Monologue Competition. And tonight, here live are the finals. We thank you very much for being here to support these young artists who have spent the last 2 months preparing for tonight. Before we get started, I want to take a moment to acknowledge our sponsors who have made this event possible. This event and all of our educational programming, in fact, all of our programming during this pandemic year has been offered for free due to the generosity of our sponsors. Those are the Tennessee Arts Commission, the Metro Arts Commission, the Community Foundation of Middle Tennessee, the Schubert Foundation, the HCA Healthcare Foundation on behalf of HCA Healthcare TriStar Health, Steve and Judy Turner, and Ingram Charities. Now, if you would like to join with these folks and be a financial supporter of Nashville Rep, we would appreciate that so much. You can do that at any time on our website, nashvillerep.org. Hey, we have a big night ahead of us tonight, so I don't want to waste any more time. I want to introduce to you the director of this program, the uber talented director, actor, educator, and artist, Mr. John Royal.
Thank you very much, Drew. Welcome, everybody, to the inaugural Young Voices competition. I want to tell you a little bit about the competition. I'm so happy that you've tuned in to support these young voices in your community. We have 13 finalists that span from 7th grade all the way up to 12th grade. And I want to tell you about how we all got here. So I'm going to share my screen. So, the Young Voices 2021. It started where we reached out to teachers. We knew that we wanted to have a program with young people where they performed the works of a writer. And so we reached out to teachers all over the Middle Tennessee area. And we created this program for young people in 7th and 8th grade for one division, and a high school division open to 9th through 12th graders. So if you are interested in participating in next year's Young Voices competition, please let your teachers know, let them know to contact the rep, or you can contact the rep directly, because we would love to open this competition up to more young voices all across Tennessee. It's a performance competition where young voices lift up and celebrate the work of an American artist. This year's artist has been the one and only Idris Goodwin. Idris is a fantastic hip hop artist, playwright, director, visionary, poet, the whole nine. And I've had the pleasure of directing 2 of Idris's plays, Ghost, and in this corner, Cassius Clay. And I reached out to him, and he is always trying to uplift young voices. And so we are collaborating on this. And because Idris is a Black artist, all of the artists who have been working in to mentor these young people have all been African American as well. So that's including myself. We have a fantastic mentor faculty who you'll meet later on in the broadcast. They've all sent in messages, including Idris himself, and including our 2 judges for tonight's contest. All the youth applied and submitted videos, and we started out with 24 youth. And we had a preliminary round, and now we are down to only 13, 5 in the 7th and 8th grade division, and 8 young people in the 9th through 12th grade division. Like I said, we have a fantastic faculty of mentors who are all local artists, and our judges are very accomplished practitioners who I'll tell you about in just a second, who live and work in other places in the United States. Now moving forward, It's a big night. It's final. So what happens at the end of the night? Well, at the end of the night, prizes will be awarded. First, second, and third place winners for each division, and 7th and 8th grade prizes. These are the prizes. Third prize was $100. Second prize is $200. First prize is $300. And the 9th through 12th grade division, whoever's third place will receive $250. The second place winner will get $450, and the first place winner will get, for the high school division, will get $750. So without further ado, I would love to introduce our wonderful judges. First we have Jacqueline Thompson. Jacqueline Thompson, there she is. She is an actor, director, and associate professor at the University of Missouri, St. Louis. And speaking of St. Louis, we have our next judge, Chris Anthony. Chris, will you cut your camera on and wave to everybody? Chris is from St. Louis, but she works in Chicago. She is a director, actor, and associate professor of acting at the theater school at DePaul University. And she wanted me to let you know that she loves mint cookies and popsicles. I can vouch for that one myself. So Chris, Jacqueline, thank you so much for being here. And that's it. That's all. But the night wouldn't be complete unless we heard from our distinct writer. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for a message from Idris Goodwin.
Hi, everybody. It's Idris Goodwin, the playwright, whose words I think you all have been spending time with. I'm broadcasting today from Colorado Springs, Colorado, where I live, write plays, father 2 children, and work as the director of the Colorado Springs Fine Arts Center at Colorado College. Guys, this means so much to me. You have no idea. I've been writing plays for over 2 decades, and it's always been my goal to try to, tell new, interesting stories and try to bring more people into the world of theater and theatrical storytelling. I've also done a lot of work in working with and writing for young emerging actors, the future of our field. And so to have so much of my work centered and embraced just means a tremendous amount to me, because I do know that sometimes we find our own voice through the voices of others. For me, it was people like August Wilson, Lorraine Hansberry, Langston Hughes, Maya Angelou, the poets of hip hop, Big Daddy Kane, Chuck D, Karis One, Lauryn Hill. So, I just am so honored that you all are spending time engaging with my work and hopefully finding your own voice and expressing your own dreams and desires. And I hope that you really get something out of this, because I've certainly gotten something out of writing it. I'm going to try to tune in somehow virtually through the magic of these digital times. But I wish you all the best, and I'm so grateful, and I'm rooting for everyone. Thank you again.
Thank you, Idris. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry.
So, John? No, I was just to say, I believe we're about ready to go. So if you want to kick everything off, we're excited.
Ladies and gentlemen, the final round of the inaugural Young Voices competition. Give it up for these young folks.
Hi, my name is Jessica Gilmer, and I will be performing Gia's monologue from The Blueprint. The state of things. Across the nation, hunger, starvation, aches, and patience. I want to write about everything, really. Places we escape in, faces that every day take us, faces that shake us, places we love in, the spaces we run to, everything really. But I want to have fun too. I'm Curious Gia. When my pen touches page, automatopoeia. You like that one? There goes fear. Bang! Out with doubt. Whoosh! A tidal wave of dousing fires now. Everything, really. On my own, my mind roams. It floats like a leaf in the ocean. On my own, it feels like everything might be broken. Paige gives me focus, helps me travel in style. Don't travel in real life very few miles. My life revolves around a few blocks, from the house where Dad died to where me and my son reside with neighborhood pride. And all I do is work and mom and work, pack lunch, drop off, pick up, force smiles, lose smirks. And search for better and worst, or best and least. Least I got the page to give my heart beats. I got the page to give my heart beats. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Jordan Rainey. Today, I will perform Nothing Rhymes with Juneteenth. You all know the story. Divided states, civil wars, bullets, and hate. Brother versus brother. Slave versus master. A bloody chapter of American disaster. Lincoln had a plan to free every man, woman, and girl enslaved in the land. The South said, wait, that's not your call. The war wasn't over. The news got stalled. 2 years after emancipation, Black people were enslaved across the nation. They didn't know the South would lose, and soon they'd get the freedom news. Until then, they stayed in danger, waiting on the troops of General Granger. June 19th was the date. Jubilee, let's celebrate. And word is spread across the South. And that's what Juneteenth is about. So from Texas to Tennessee, hip hip hooray, now we are free. June is here. We are free. Celebrate this day for eternity. We are free. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Corey Crow, and I'm going to be doing T.O.'s monologue from The Realness. We got Lord Styles and Roy Perez. We see the pre-battle ritual of MCs coming to the stage, trying to look intimidating so they're ready to face off. The crowd is on fire, camcorders are rolling, tape recorders moving, everybody's amped. A battle for the ages is about to go down. The coin toss. Lord Styles calls heads. It's tails. Roy wants Lord Styles to go first. We hear the first beat as Lord Styles takes the mic. But then the DJ stops the music. Didn't fade it out. Suddenly stopped. Hey y'all, I got some bad news for you. Yo, someone shot up Notorious Big. He's dead. I lower my camera. The sick thing, some people in the crowd laughed. Others yelled Tupac's name. I start looking around. Cats are going nuts. The DJ keeps trying to galvanize the audience towards a moment of silence, but they've been here since the morning. They're pumped up on everything. They didn't come here for silence, and the Big East supporters are not feeling the lack of respect. And everybody in between just wants the battle. We're in a barn somewhere in Ohio. We're here to watch simulated warfare, and instead we hear of an actual death. We take it like some kind of spy versus spy comic strip, like one of them will spring back on his feet, dust off the gunpowder, and live to cut another album. The crowd argues, shoves, pushes, and finally, a blow is thrown. The stage clears as cops begin to do their cop thing, and we all stand backstage. Quiet. We hear the escalated chaos, and there's no doubt that everyone is thinking, I hope they don't come back here and kill us. I look over at Lord Style, and there are tears streaming down his face. He's not even trying to hide it. They rescheduled the battle for a later date, and we end up driving back that night. We were quiet, Roy and me. We didn't listen to the radio or CDs. Didn't talk about all the battles he had just won. We just sat there thinking about these two dead rappers and who might be next. We couldn't listen to the radio. It somehow felt obscene. And since that night, I haven't been able to listen to a rapper rap about a gun or a bullet or a beatdown. It's created a bit of a challenge for me, but I'm reminded of that night, wondering who might be next. Thank you.
Hi, I am Alicia Hamer, and I worked with the high school students during the Young Voices Monologue Competition. It's been so much fun getting to know these young people and being a source of support. I'm so proud of all the work that they've done over this past month, and I wish them all just nothing but success. It's been a joy to be a part, so thank you for having me.
Alicia was the first of our mentors. You'll be hearing from them all tonight. We have many more students yet to come, so here we go.
Hello, I am Genesis Wells, and I will be performing The Black Flag. Over the break, the winter recess, my whole family, cousins and aunties, we meet up in Stone Mountain Park, just outside of Atlanta. We have this tradition, you know. The day after Christmas, we always go up there and have a picnic, catch up with each other. It's real nice. Trees, lots of land, and of course, big old plantation house and a museum about the plantation house, where they tell you stories about the old times, how things used to be. And then there's Stone Mountain. There's an actual stone mountain staring down at you, and chiseled onto the side of it, it's got all the Civil War guys, Jefferson and Stonewall and Robert E. We grow up hearing about these guys like they're saints our whole lives. I mean, my family's really not. Anyways, so we're at the park, and then there's this other family. Really, there's a lot of families out that day, but there's one that I kept overhearing. Two guys, really. One of them said that right there on that stone mountain was where the Klan, they jump started the Klan there. Like the second coming, they met there on that stone mountain, and they don't share that fact with you in the old plantation museum. And these guys were talking about action, like they weren't afraid to act. And how Dylan Ruth, they thought he was just some mixed up kid, and they don't agree with murder, but didn't he have some balls? He wasn't afraid to take action. I just wanted to go over there and say a million things to them. But what really hit me was that they started complaining about how after Ruth killed all those people, they took the flag down. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Cameron Hukassian, and I'll be doing Pinnacle's monologue by Hype Man. We never had a TV. The same TV, consistent, buy an old one at a yard sale. Oh, and a couple weeks later, one of my mom's friends would steal it. 15-inch at a thrift store. And one of my father's friends, piss drunk, would put their dumb foot through it, punch it, hit it with a bat, shoot it still, and keep buying these. Second hand, third hand, fourth, fifth. Had to have that TV. But me, I'd be in my little corner with my headphones on, deep in the music. Now, if anyone ever touched my headphones, I didn't care how big or old or drunk you might be. You're gonna catch these hands, you mess with my headphones. Y'all would be like, hey, you see such and such last night? And I'll be like, no. But check out these bars though. All day. Every day. And I know these rhymes I worked on, they ain't nothing like nobody's gonna see on no TV. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sarah Krim, and today I will be performing Gia's monologue from The Blueprint. The state of things across the nation, hunger, starvation, aches, and patience. I want to write about everything, really. The places we escape in. Faces that every day take us, the faces that shake us, the spaces we love in, the places we run to, everything really. But sure, I want to have fun too. I have so many interests. I'm curious Gia. My pen touches Paige. Onomatopoeia. You'll like that one. There goes fear. Bang, out with doubt. Whoosh, a tidal wave dousing fires out. Yeah, everything really. On my own, my mind roams, floats like a leaf in the ocean. On my own, it feels like everything might be broken. Paige gives me focus, helps me travel in style. Don't travel in real life very few miles. My life revolves around a few blocks, from the house where Dad died, where me and my son reside with neighborhood pride. All I do is work. My mom and work, make lunch, drop off, pick up, force smiles and loose smirks, and search for better, and worst, or best and least. At least I got the page to give my heartbeats. I got the page to give my heartbeats. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Rashad Rayford. I'm one of the mentors with the Young Voices program. I'm super excited about being able to participate and help these young people just continue to find their voice as actors. And I'm really excited about all the progress that they've made. I'm super excited about the finals. I'm super excited about their futures. And I'm so glad that this program exists and that it allows what the kids call us OGs to be able to come in and give them some help as they continue to progress, just like those who came before us gave us. So I'm grateful to be here. Thanks.
You have seen roughly half the contestants so far. We have a lot more to go. So here we go, back to the competition.
Hi, I'm Jessie Ottinger, and I will be doing Verb's monologue from Hype Man. You remember when Paulette nearly threw that big pool party? Summer after we graduated high school. Paulette nearly. She went to St. Sebastian's though, but was always hanging in the hood. She used to date Marvin and then Sean Darius. She threw a pool party. Invited all her preppy Catholic school friends and a handful of us rusty ghetto motherfuckers. And thing about it, the St. Sebastian kids were wild. Way more ratchet than we were. Had us smoking all kind of greenery and drinking all kind of liquor. Oh yeah, and they was just blasting all things Dr. Dre. Chronic 2001 would come out, and them St. Sebastian kids knew all the words, all of them. They were feeling themselves. We know more of it than you guys do. They kept playing that song, Deep Cover. Yeah, and you don't stop, cause it's 187 on an undercover cop. You don't remember this. Then around midnight, whoop whoop, cops roll up. The St. Sebastian kids blamed us. They said we brought the drugs and the booze, and we were the ones creating the disturbance. Suddenly them hats got turned back around. It wasn't no more 187 on a motherfucking cop. It was, I don't know, officer. Yes, sir. No, sir. One drunk kid, Steve or somebody, tried pulling some, don't you know who my dad is? And instead of cracking Steve upside the head, cop grabbed Sean Darius. You don't remember this. The cop grabbed Sean Darius and cracked him. Then he said to loudmouth Steve, you want to be next? Steve did not want to be next, and they arrested us. You, me, Sean Darius, all of us. We spent the night in a holding cell. But your uncle, the cop, he got out as soon as we got to the station. The rest of us sat overnight in that nasty cell. Sean Darius needed stitches. You asleep in your own bed. That night I was in that cell and you weren't. That's when the light got switched. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Amarian Lakes, and I'll be performing Eric's monologue from Bars and Measures. I had two brothers coming up. First one was Darrell. He was a rough dude, excitable, a lot of fights, didn't hold his tongue. If we were playing ball in the street and a window got broken, his attitude, should have put that window there. My dad put him in martial arts team that would help him control his anger. Made it a little, but mostly just made him more confident in his ability to punch the lights out. Darrell was not somebody you wanted to mess with, and I kind of envied it. I don't have a violin owning me, but I realized that when you're always in the middle of things, you're in the spotlight. Action. Darrell wasn't bad, he was just active. I was never much of a fighter. I guess because he was always there to do for me. It was this classic big bro, little bro type thing. He liked jazz, so I liked jazz, and naturally, as much as he talked down about Juilliard, he was first to get piano lessons. He was talking about how he was going to be the next Bach or Beethoven. Remember that character on Sesame Street? You know, the one who played the piano, we get frustrated banging some keys. That's my brother. Of course, after a while, he got sick of the lessons, always been an ear player. He went back later and learned to sight read, but at first, he just wanted to play what was in his head and his heart. Switch to the bass, like they could stand up, like how it felt. But me, I love the piano. About all the keys that are in front of you, the whole universe laid out there. And I like the skills and exercises. The order part of music speaks to me. But my brother, on the other hand, I'm not saying he's trying to chaos or anything, but let's just say he's just a particular kind of guy. But let's just say his first word is probably why, and his full sentence probably says who. And then one day, my second brother showed up. Bilal Shabazz. Some brothers go to Islam because that's what they're born into. Some convert in prison, but Darrell convert for more political reasons. This is the black man's true religion. It links us to brothers all over the world. It teaches us to stand upright. It didn't bother us. Not really. There always been Muslim brothers around, you know. It's not like it was this radical thing. Malcolm X was a Muslim and he a black hero. Muhammad Ali too. But, you know, we were raised up in the church. We weren't hardcore Bible thumpers or nothing. It's just what we consider the norm, I guess. So when he told us, again, we weren't shocked or upset or anything, but it's that feeling you get when you know that everything's about to be different. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Stella Lee Patterson. I'm with the Nashville Repertory Theater. I'm one of the 10 mentors, one of the lucky mentors of the young people who are competing for the Young Voices competition with Nashville Rep. I am so excited because the 5 children, the 5 voices that I have been mentoring are wonderful. My name is Stella Lee Patterson. I'm originally from Providence, Rhode Island. I've been doing theater for 30 some odd years. I've been producing, directing, acting, and teaching. And it's so very exciting.
We have several more young voices and some more mentor videos to come. So here we go, back to the competition.
Hello, my name is Sarah Whitehead, and I will be performing Gia's monologue from The Blueprint. The state of things across the nation, hunger, starvation, aches, and patience. I want to write about everything, really. Places we escape in, faces that every day take us, the bases that shake us, the places we run to, the spaces we love in, everything, really. On my own, my mind roams. It floats like a leaf in the ocean. On my own, it feels like everything might be broken. Paige gives me focus. But I want to have fun too. I have so many interests. I'm curious, Gia. When my pen touches page, onomatopoeia. You like that one? There goes fear, bang, out with doubt, whoosh, a tidal wave dousing fires out. Paige gives me focus. helped me travel in style. Don't travel in real life very few miles. My life revolves around a few blocks from the house where Dad died, where me and my son reside with neighborhood pride. All I do is work and mom and work, make lunch, drop off, force smiles, loose smirks, and search for better and worst, for best and least. At least I got the page to give my heart beats. I got the page to give my heart beats. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Alonzo, and today I'll be performing Pinnacle, the monologue from Hype Man. We never had a TV, the same TV consistent, buying knowing at a yard sale, and then a couple weeks later, one of my mom's friends would steal it. 15-inch at a thrift store, and then one of my father's friends, pissed drunk, would put their dumb foot right through it, or punch it, or hit it with a bat, or shoot it still. Keep buying these second-hand, third-hand, fourth, fifth. Had to have that TV. But me, I'd be in my little corner, headphones, deep in my music. Now, if anybody ever touched my headphones, I don't care how old or big or drunk they were, they're gonna catch these hands. You mess with my headphones, y'all be like, hey, you see such and such last night? And I'd be like, nope. Check this out though. These bars though, all day, every day. And I know these rhymes. I worked on them. It ain't like nothing you gonna see on no TV. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Paige Hodge, and I will be performing From Harriet Tubman to Kanye West. My lights flash when my eyes squeeze. My head spins. I've been nodding since that headbanger blow to my dome. Since then, the sky know my name. I had bars too. Linked iron, hard knocks, wild, vivid colors when things went black. Misunderstood. I too operated along the edges, splintered, dead by winter. Some Black folk thought I was crazy too. My exploits brought fear, but I died. Pistol grip for the people, I too, why, how come, and maybe. I too had the audacity of free thought, the audacity to fantasize dark and holy fantasies outside the twisted white line. They call me Moses, rebel renegade, must stay teeth, must stay fighting the century to widen the breadth of choice. You got all the errors at your fingertips. You can push the culture at the press of play, can blend what exists to transcend like we took the worst parts and built portals. If we hadn't stepped up, we'd still be inside the intestines, blind and burning as we suffocate inside the bowels. But we crawled up from the crock pot's bottom. We did it for you. We risked removal. We endured, were chopped and screwed, distorted like a sample. Didn't have time to slow jam or press bodies close. During your accident, we whispered a message through the wire. Save this one. He has work ahead. You were spared, instrument. Bruised, to never forget, always rewind. Listen to the voices on the track before saying a word. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kenny Dozier, Artistic Director of Kenny Playhouse Theater and producer at the Nashville Shakespeare Festival. Wow, what a great time it is. I'm also the mentor for the middle schoolers here at the Young Voices program. I want to say congratulations to all the participants. All of you are our winners. Just to get up here and be so bold is wonderful. I think that oftentimes kids in the arts don't get opportunities like this, and so to be a part of this, I think is just truly awesome. Thank you, John Royer. Thank you to Drew Ogle and the Nashville Repertory Theater. Thanks, everyone. Hope you have a good time. And remember, all of you are winners.
We are in the home stretch with 2 more young voices yet to perform. And here we go, back to the competition.
Hi, my name is Margot Boone. I'm 16, and I'll be performing Joe's monologue from the Blueprint. Yes, I broached the subject of race in my class. Because my class has a historical basis, and like everything in America with a historical basis has a racialized context, and any digging we do will unearth those bones. Of course I broached race in my class. I'm doing my job. You want to lose it to our rhythms and posture like our youth and chew on our slang, but the anger comes with it. You want to pop finger to our blues, exercise, a sexual attention, shake hips and glide on floors and videos with cornrows. But the anxiety, the fear, it comes with it. You want to saddle up to us at a club, attach yourself to the demeanor, dab up and talk slick, dip down to the cool, but the cool comes out of the heat, a byproduct of the fire unleashed on generations. The cool is how we navigate and keep from exploding. The cool comes from red summers and riots and water hoses and school closings and redlining and the red-stained fangs of shepherds. We can't be cool if you don't know that. Nobody wants to stop talking about it more than we do. Nobody. Nobody wants to stop walking around with race records rotating in my mind like I do, but the moments where it's like human race and we all bleed the same escape past the plantations of our optimism. Another cop walks after killing a child, a teenager for holding candy or plastic. Another bus full of poor folk, black and brown, are thrown to another prison for bullshit. Another project room is being closed. Another textbook is being rewritten. Another episode of American history is on the cutting room floor. Another white actor leads black people to freedom and enlightenment. Another greenback is printing the face of an Indian killer who killed tribes that weren't even from India. A slave owner, an imperialist. Another white middle-aged media conglomerate owning millionaire is pumping gas into his yacht after sale back pain. And another college student is suing an institution for giving away an assumed seat as if an Ivy League graduate of color will tomorrow tip the scales of privilege. Does a discussion of race make you uncomfortable? Look around. I am outnumbered. I don't walk around assuming that everyone that looks different than me is a threat, but I am always aware. I carry the history. I carry the reality. That's called survival. Ask a woman if she ever forgets she's in the presence of a man. No, ask a man if he ever forgets he's in the presence of a beast. So we can be cool, yeah, but first you understand the temperature, the bop, the sweat, the slick talk comes from kerosene and ash and scar tissue and nerves. There is a bubbling brook underneath. It courses through my bones every time I've been singled out, every time I've been called out, every single invasion of my personal space, every ignorant stick and stone is a reminder that I'm outnumbered. Tell me repeatedly to get over it. Tell me repeatedly to let it go. Tell me repeatedly there's no problem. Tell me repeatedly there's no problems. There is no problem. No, the moment I say there's no problem, the moment I think there's no problem, the moment my lips and my color and my dialect dissolve, I see the shadow my body cast in white light. The moment when we are finally given benefit of the doubt, when our fact can finally be taken at true value, then maybe then we can be cool. I am resigning. Thank you very much.
Do you like your video?
Mm-hmm. Hi, my name is Valeria Romero, and today I'll be performing Pinnacle's monologue from The Hype Men. We've never had a TV. The same TV, consistent. Buy an old one at the art sale. After a couple weeks, then one of my mom's friends would steal it. 15-inch at the thrift store. Then one of my father's friends, pissed drunk, would put their dumb foot through it or punch it. Hit it with a bat or shoot it. So keep buying these second-hand, third-hand, fourth, fifth had to have that TV. But me, I'd be in my little corner, headphones, deep in the music. Now, if anybody ever touches my headphones, I didn't care how old or big or drunk they were. You're gonna catch these hands. You mess with my headphones, y'all be like, "Aw, seen such and such last night." I'd be like, "Nope. Check out these bars though." All day, every day. And I know these rhymes I worked on. It ain't nothing like you gon' see on TV. Thank you.
I'm Tamiko Robinson Steele, an actor and performance coach. I had the pleasure of working with one of our middle school groups, and it was an honor to collaborate with those young people. I can't wait for you to see what they do, and I definitely can't wait to see what they do in the future. Congratulations, guys.
Wow, 13 young artists from 7th grade all the way up through 12th grade. Fantastic. We are so proud of all of them. I hope you are too. I know we have friends and family in the audience and cheering them on. Just so great. Do you know there's a national magazine that does a poll every year and asks people what they are most scared of? Number 2 on that poll is death. And number 1 is public speaking. And you have just seen 13 young artists get up here, give you their best, all live here tonight. Congratulations to all of them. You've met all of our young voices, you have met our mentors, and so now our judges are taking a few minutes to tabulate their scores and deliberate. And while they do that, I want to take this time to thank some of the people who have made the Young Voices Monologue Competition possible. First, a great big shout out to the Nashville Repertory Theater staff. Specifically, I want to recognize Miss Lori Gann-Smith. Lori is our resident costume designer, but during this pandemic season, she has also served as our interim education director, and she was instrumental in making the Young Voices Monologue Competition possible. I also want to recognize Nashville Rep's marketing director, Ms. Hannah Dwing. She has served as the Young Voices video editor, stage manager, and so much more. So thank you to Lori and Hannah and everybody at Nashville Rep and the staff. Also want to thank our mentors who spent so much time with these students. Kenny Dozier, Rashad Rayford, Alicia Hamer, Stella Lee, Tamiko Robinson Steele. Their willingness to give their time and work their schedules around and connect with almost 30 individual students, especially during this crazy time when we have to do everything socially distant. It was truly valuable. We thank each and every one of them. We also want to thank our judges, Jacqueline Thompson, Chris Anthony, and Kamal Bolden. These artists, they judge both the preliminary round of the competition and tonight's live finals, and we truly appreciate their work. And a very big shout out, a very big thank you for the director of the Young Voices Monologue Competition, Mr. John Royal. John structured the program, he did the research, he recruited our partner schools, and so much more. So a big thank you to John. Now, when it came time to select the playwright for the launch of this year's program that we wanted to celebrate, it was John who knew immediately who we should select. And that playwright was Mr. Idris Goodwin. And I want to tell you more about Idris. Idris Goodwin has had an extraordinary 20-year career. He is a multiple award-winning playwright, a breakbeat poet, a director, an educator, and an organizer. He is passionate about cultivating new audiences for the arts. Idris is currently serving as the director of the Colorado Springs Fine Arts Center, and he is the first Black man to hold that position in its 100-year history. Prior to this role, he served 2 seasons as the producing artistic director at Stage One Family Theater in Louisville, Kentucky. He also serves on the advisory boards of both Theater for Young Audiences USA and the Children's Theater Foundation Association. Idris is the author of over 50 original plays, ranging from his hip-hop inspired breakbeat series to historical dramas to works for young audiences. His most popular works, including And in This Corner, Cassius Clay, How We Got On, Hype Man, a breakbeat play, and the groundbreaking free play, Open Source Scripts for an Anti-Racist Tomorrow, are widely produced across the country by a diverse mix of professional theaters, academic environments, and non-traditional spaces alike. Several of Idris's plays are published and licensed through Playscripts Incorporated. Other works, like his books of poetry, Can I Kick It? And Human Highlights, Ode to Dominique Wilkins, as well as his play, This is Modern Art, are all available from Haymarket Books. Idris has appeared on Sesame Street, on NPR, on BBC Radio, the Discovery Channel, and HBO Deaf Poetry. Now, when we reached out and explained the Young Voices Monologue Competition to Idris, he very generously gave us access to a large selection of his repertoire. And in addition, he granted us the rights to stream this here tonight and also to record it and continue streaming for about 30 days so that we can reach as broad and as diverse of an audience as possible. And we are so grateful, so grateful. So please thank Mr. Idris Goodwin for serving as our inaugural playwright for the Young Voices Monologue Competition. So thank you from everyone here at Nashville Rep. So in our last few minutes, before John comes back to tell us the winners of tonight's competition, I would like to once again recognize Nashville Rep season sponsors who helped make it possible to bring you this program tonight. And again, we offer these programs free of charge to the students and free of charge to our audiences as well. Our sponsors are the Tennessee Arts Commission, the Metro Arts Commission, the Community Foundation of Middle Tennessee, the Schubert Foundation, the HCA Healthcare Foundation on behalf of HCA Healthcare TriStar Health, Steve and Judy Turner, and Ingram Charities. We would love for you to also be a supporter of Nashville Repertory Theater. If you value programs like the Young Voices Monologue Competition or our main stage plays or our Ingram New Works Festival, we would very much love for you to help us out. You can do that right on our website at nashvillerep.org. The Young Voices Monologue Competition is just one of the many exciting programs that we offer young artists at Nashville Rep. And this has been a big year, even during the pandemic shutdown. This has been a big year for our youth programs. In addition to the Young Voices Monologue Competition, earlier this year, we launched the Young Writers Program. And in that program, we partnered our Ingram New Works playwrights with young artists and writers over at the Theater Bug, and we developed 6 new plays, and they were performed by both young actors as well as professional actors, and those are available for streaming on our YouTube channel. So if you missed that back in the spring, they are still available. Now, also for young artists, we are in the middle of our Broadway Masterclass series. We've had 4 artists for this series. The first 2 artists, the classes earlier this month, were Mr. Norm Lewis and Ms. Allie Stroker. Now we still have 2 more to come up. This coming Saturday, we have a master class with Liz Calloway. And then following that, a couple of weeks later, a master class with Adriana Hicks. Now, these master classes, due to COVID, we keep intentionally small. We only have 6 students in the room, but we do record them and we are able to stream them for 30 days after the class. You'll see Norm's pop up on our YouTube channel sometime this week, and we hope that you will take a look at that. Our master classes are offered in partnership with Trevecca Nazarene University and also with Lipscomb University. So we want to give a big shout out to them. Let me tell you about more of our young student programs for this year. Earlier this spring, we partnered with MTSU on the Theater 6x10 10-minute play festival, again, connecting our Ingram playwrights with student actors and directors. And we did that to bring you 6 brand new plays that we could stream. And I believe those are available on the MTSU website. We have also started a brand new partnership with Metro Nashville Public Schools, their STEAM teachers and their performing arts teachers. And over this pandemic year, Nashville Rep has created over 30 instructional videos for Metro Nashville Public Schools to use in their online teaching. So it's been a big, big year for our educational programs, and we do hope to continue all of these programs when we return to live programming in the fall. So this has been an incredible year for Nashville Rep, and due to the generosity of our patrons and our supporters, we have been able to offer a variety of programming during the pandemic year, all free of charge. Right after shutdown last spring, we were able to offer postcards from quarantine with our Ingram New York playwrights. They created 6 original monologues, all reflecting on what it was like to be in quarantine during those early days. So later on in the summer, we offered Broadway Brunch all online. This was a mixture of live performances and videos and virtual choirs, and it was a great way to celebrate even during the pandemic shutdown. Then later in the fall, we offered 'Twas the Night Before, which was our Christmas offering. It was a celebration of different Christmas traditions that are celebrated all around Nashville. That was a lot of fun. And we have so much more coming up. I know the question that is on everybody's mind the most is, when will we return in the fall? So we are currently hard at work at safety plans so that we're ready for you when you're ready to return to the theater. And tell you that we're coming up with our first live event on August 22nd. This will be the Broadway Brunch, and once again, it'll be held by City Winery. It is our 6th annual Broadway Brunch. It is going to be a great event filled with live entertainment, and it'll give people the opportunity to help support Nashville Rep as we return to our main stage season later on in the fall at TPAC. So it should be just about time for John to come back and tell us about our winners tonight. But while we are waiting for him, Hannah, would you like to join me?
Hi, everybody.
Hey. So what did you think of these young artists tonight, Hannah?
I wish I were at least 10% as cool as any one of these young people. Even as a 23-year-old, I am not afraid to admit I laughed, I cried, I turned to the other people in the room and said, come watch these kids. I have just been so impressed with their growth and their determination. And I cannot thank Idris or our mentors enough for providing them with this opportunity for empowerment. I am just so proud to be a part of the Rep and this program.
And can't you see several of these young artists, going off maybe to pursue a career in theater or in public speaking or in leadership?
Absolutely. I can't wait. At least 3 of them are likely going to be the president at some point, or at least grace the Rep stage. That's what I hope. I'm so proud to have these voices in our community, and I hope they stick around for a long time because I cannot emphasize enough how impressed I am with them.
When you were their age, did you have the opportunity to participate in programs like this?
Nothing nearly this just truly special. I don't think I was ever truly introduced to the importance of both new works and just contemporary voices in general. I loved my time in the theater as a kid, but it was a lot of the old classic stuff that we all know and love, of course, but to have just this level of mentorship and this incredible playwright to be there for them and support them, even tonight at the finals, is just so special.
That was one of the things that I really liked about the way John has structured this program. My first theater experience, I played an alligator, and and so to hear these young kids dig into contemporary playwrights work, and Idris offered us all these different monologues and the kids with them, and they were able to pick the ones that spoke most to them. And you could really tell when they connected with the material. And it was like Idris said, finding their voice through someone else's voice. I thought it was just fantastic.
Yes, I loved that part of his message. It's just, they really were offered such a rich variety of monologues, poems. I mean, his work is just so vast, and he has been so generous and kind to provide us with his voice. I am so glad that we were introduced to his work through this program. I feel so lucky to be here, and I barely even did anything. So again, I am near speechless. I'm just so happy for all of these participants. They've done so well, and I'm so proud of them.
I think one of the things that I am excited about is that in this year of the pandemic and the shutdown, we have still been able to create and produce programs such as this that still engage young people in the theatrical arts and also bring them to a wide audience. I know we have people watching tonight from all over the country.
Mm-hmm. The country, and even from Venezuela. Our YouTube comments are popping up. We've got some of Valeria's relatives are so excited. And we've got an alligators are cool comment, Drew. So you're almost as cool as some of these participants now. Your alligator clout has really taken us over the top.
So tell me, while we're thinking about the program, as it goes forward next year, who would be an artist that you would like to see us feature as a playwright?
Oh gosh, that is such a good question. Ooh, I have no idea. Do you have anyone in mind?
One of the artists that speaks to me the most right now, we featured her work in last season in Pipeline, is Dominique Morceau. I would love to see these young artists, in that play Pipeline, there are 2 young characters, and I thought that would be a wonderful artist to choose for this program.
Ooh, that's a good choice. Yeah, the first playwright I thought of was obviously Nate Epler, our playwright in residence. I was searching for another. I would love to see Jocelyn Bio as well. Yes. I love her work. I am obsessed with Schoolgirls. She's another one that I would really like to see.
Mm-hmm. So yes, we had hoped to produce Schoolgirls in the season that was canceled from the pandemic. I know a lot of people are waiting to see if that and the other plays that we had announced will be back on the season when we announce the 21-22 season. I believe we're going to do that sometime this summer. So, oh, hey, there's John.
Anything going on? Anything good? Did I miss something? Did I miss
Drew
anything?
played an alligator once. That's
So, friends, let's do this. Hannah, can you do us a favor?
Absolutely.
I want to go ahead and I don't know. I'll just go ahead and announce the winners if that's okay with people. If people are here for that, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I never know a whole lot these days.
Do we want to bring everybody back on camera, John, or what do you think?
I think we should.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody join us. And I will get back behind the scenes, but it's been great.
Friends, our friends out in virtual land and our contestants in virtual land, thank you so very much for all your time, all your talent, all of your energy. And I'm just going to announce the winners. So, our third place winner of our 7th and 8th grade, the middle school division, the third place winner and the winner of $100 is Valeria Romero. Our third place winner. Congratulations, Valeria. Really, really nice work. Our second place winner and the winner of $200 in the middle school division is Genesis Wells. Genesis Wells. I love how the middle schoolers are all from one place. They're all posseed up. I love it. And our winner of the inaugural Young Voices competition for 2021 in the middle school division is Alonzo Rhodes Jr., winner of $300. Congratulations to all of our middle school contestants, period. But also just give it up for these three winners who placed first, second, and third. So yeah, I see snaps. You've waited a long time, so I'm not going to make you wait any longer for the winners for the 9th through 12th division. I do need to say this, and I forgot to tell this. Everybody is going to receive a complimentary package. So everybody who has participated in the competition, you will receive a copy of Idris Goodwin's Can I Kick It, which is a collection of his poems, some of the poems that were used for this competition, and some other really special items. So yeah. So the third place winner for the 9th through 12th grade and will receive a $250 prize. Third place winner is Amarian Legs. Amarian Legs. Our second place winner of the 9th through 12th grade division and who will receive a $450 prize is Margot Boone. Margot Boone, everybody give it up. Congratulations. And the winner, the 9th through 12th grade division for the inaugural Young Voices competition for 2021 is Paige Hodge. Friends, give it up for Paige Hodge. And give it up for all of our contestants, all of our participants, their families. Thank you to all of the families who made sure young folks logged into Zoom calls and read emails and all of the things. Thank you to our mentors. Thank you to all of the sponsors. Thank you to our judges for tonight, Chris Anthony and Jacqueline Thompson. We had another judge who helped judge the preliminary rounds, Mr. Kamal Bolden, star of stage and screen. He couldn't be with us tonight, but he definitely sends his love and his energy Thank you so much, Nashville. And thank you wherever you are for supporting the arts in your community. Good night, everyone.